arrived again with Blitsy with a ton of info to share with you. Like, ton of info. I'm Katie, this is Megan. We are from Blitsy, obviously. Please find your way to us today. We're going to give you a ton of information from the CHA show that we just attended and just have a lot of fun. Lots of new stuff to share with you guys. Yeah, so we're going to kick it off with some things that are new here at Blitsy, and then we'll do the CHA recap. We're going to do a CHA trend report for 2015, just from what we saw at the show, and then we are going to do a fun giveaway. Really fun giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, so let's kick it off with what's new. I started something new actually this week. It's a little vlog series called the Sunday Snapshot, and it is really just almost kind of a way for you guys each week on Sunday from our blog, where I'll be recapping kind of what went on during the week, all the fun content that we shared, what's coming up next week, our schedule, all of that, because I feel like there's so much going on, and it's really hard to keep track of, and even these things that we don't know. I'll see a video and be like, oh, I didn't even know that. We did that. So Sunday's going to be kind of now that I reflect on the week, and I'll be documenting that along the way, and talking to you guys, and listening to all the comments that you have coming back and all of it. So that's every Sunday evening on our blog. We just go to the website, blitsy.com, click on blog, and then look at all the posts there. So I think it's very easy for me. Yes, so that's kind of what's new here. And so there's more that you can out of the loop. Thanks, we've been gone for so long. We were in Friday through today. We got back in the office, so we'll bring you more news pretty soon. Then, let's see, do you want to end up things or I think we can get off. I know we saw some new products at CHA and you guys are actually in the roll because we're selling a few of those products right now on Blitsy.com. So it's kind of like we kind of looked ahead. We had thousands already brought on board to sell to you guys, but we also have to show you guys in person. Yeah, and then we're going to back up 1 second. In case there's anyone that's like, what is CHA or what are you guys talking about? It's the Craft and Coffee Association membership. Each winter they have this big show where all of the brands bring out their newest products and then share what's new for the year and their new releases. So a lot of the things are so new that they're not even available. We got really lucky and some of them that we debuted at the show we already have today. I mean, CHA is pretty much a coffee shop. If you love cooking and have some crowds, walking in there is like the mecca of all new cooking products. So it's pretty awesome to be part of. That's why, and we documented all of it, as much as we could in the amount of time we were on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't been paying attention to YouTube, go there at some point today because you'll see a lot of the new releases there and we'll talk about it too. But before we jump in, let's check in with Emily who's manning the chat and see who's joined us today. Hey guys, so it sounds like people are really excited to hear about and see all of the new goodies from CHA. It's so great that we have some of that we can get hands on right now. And then I have a lot of people asking on videos, things that we put on Facebook while you guys were on, what's the release date for this? What's the release date for this? We don't have release dates for absolutely everything, but in order to get our hands on them as soon as we can, and if you are subscribed to our emails and like our Facebook page, you're going to be the first to know when you have that stuff on sale for you at Blitsy. That's right, and we were trying to gather those regular sales team and definitely got updates. So everyone right now from the stuff that we got linked below through some of the stuff was out till May. So like they're going to be rolling out one from the company and the product that just real quick picking it up and so we'll keep you guys all posted on all of that. So let's do a recap of just some of the products that we actually have today at Blitsy that were debuted at CHA. And start with the gorgeous Santoro. So I'm wearing all of you are huge fans of this line. We're going to see out with these small things, and these are actually collectibles. So not only do you get the adorable little string, but it also comes with this sort of collector's card here. Along with this, we have two little kind of gifts, if you will, in this package. These things are smaller than probably the ones that you're used to. They're probably about anywhere from 2 to 2.5 inches tall, so a little bit smaller than the normal. Yeah, you can put it right in your hand. Really puts the palm of your hand there. You guys, every no contact. I don't know if you could use them in your fingers right now, right? Yeah, you can kind of anything that we can put in planners for like you put in planners, right? So we saw a ton of things that you can put into a planner. So these we have just a couple of the samples here. You can see it by this hand, and it comes with the card. I think there's a total of 20 of these mini collector stamps, and pretty soon they're going to have a storage unit that is meant for these. So, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly, I think 2 through 20 of the stamps are available now, and number 1 will be available when the storage unit comes out. So you kind of get all of your plans, and then when you're ready to round it out, they get number 1 and the storage for all that you go into. So that's why we have about 18 now, I think. So cute and so pretty. I really like this one. The one with the little glasses. Yeah, it's really great for April. It's a shower in your clothes. Really just putting it over the ground and just kind of put it up. We're the new Santoro gorgeous stamps. And what do we have next? The groovy tool. This was really cool. We met Barbara from Clarity Stamps. She's really big in the UK and is releasing some of her products here in the US, and we got to spend a lot more time with her and get to know her. She was amazing and so sweet. So we actually did a video with her new groovy tool to show you guys, and we're going to, since we don't have samples yet, we're going to show you that video real quick, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
Hey guys, I am at CHA 2016 at the Product Performers booth, and I'm super excited because I have Barbara from Clarity Stamp that is going to demo the amazing parchment plates for us. Let's go take a look.
Hi, my name is Barbara from Clarity Stamp, and I'm really happy to be here and to be able to show you the new groovy system. It's a parchment system, and it's designed to make parchment craft really accessible to lots more people. Now the idea is, you can see here, we've got so many fantastic laser etched plates, and the idea is that you slot the plate into the mate, and then you just wipe with a tumble dry sheet, and straight away with the tools that come with the kit, you can actually get in the groove. You literally get in the groove and you just start to emboss the most wonderful designs. So this is bringing parchment craft into the 21st century, and it's making the line art, which is the complex part, really, really easy. So let me fast forward here because this takes time, and you'll see you can check your progress. But if I take you forward to one that I've already done, you see now here, for example, if I turn this over, you can see we've got my Auntie Esther and a beautiful butterfly. And what I've done is I've just taken elements from the plate and I've embossed, so I've got some fantastic line art. Now, next thing is we want to colour it in and do the white work. So let me show you again one that I've taken forward. Now this was a piece, if you look at the back, because you're always working from the back with groovy. So you can see I've coloured this in with Faber-Castell. These are polychromos pencils. They work beautifully on parchment. And then with the white work in the kit, you see what we provide you with is a soft mat, and that mat then, it enables you to create white work. So we can take any one of these pieces you see, and because it's soft underneath, it's fantastic because you can add white work. Now what is white work? Let me show you. See the white here? I'm taking the same one. Check this out. This is a masterpiece. So the thing about the groovy system is you can go as far as you want it to take you. You can just do the line art, which is spectacular, or you can go through to the white work. You can learn the piercing tricks. Parchment craft is much, much, much more accessible now to anybody who wants to give it a try with the groovy system.
How cool is the groovy? So I know Barbara mentioned that parchment paper crafting isn't necessarily a new crafting technique, but the groovy tool makes it really easy to get that really cool effect using parchment paper. So all you do is take one of the plates there, grab your parchment paper, grab the groovy tool, and go in the lines that are actually the grooves in the plate to create gorgeous designs, and it has a really cool kind of texture to it. And you don't have to, color it, Barbara, for example, that she took it, she traced it, and then she colored it. She calls it with whiteboard, where you can make the style or different heavier to it, and you go over the parchment paper on a soft surface, and it colors it with a really pretty white, so you do really pretty shading, which I think it's really good, like dexterity, or even like kids that have ADD books, it's really good for them to focus. So lots of benefits with the groovy tool and this whole parchment paper crafting. I never heard of it. No, I hadn't either. It was new to me at CHA as well, so it was kind of cool to hear it right from Barbara. What all the benefits were to it. And I know that, I think because you can feel the groove, even if your eyesight is going around, you can still do this kind of parchment work, which is cool as well. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's really new to, not new, but like new-ish maybe to the States. I don't know, for me it's been like, it's pretty popular in the UK. But I was really excited to see it because it's something that I've never seen before. And the designs that she showed me and the different plates you can get, I mean, you can really create works of art using just parchment paper and the actual groovy on the plate. And the coloring is very similar to the coloring book craze going on right now. And what I'm getting to the color and the therapy benefits, as we were saying, very similar to what you hear with coloring books as well, too. So that was awesome. We have that available already linked below, so make sure you guys check that out. I'd love to check in with Emily and see if there was any feedback from the video and questions that you might be able to answer. Yeah, people are really loving just how completely beautiful and intricate all of these designs are. They're so pretty, and like photos in the video. This is a really great way to kind of bring this crafting into the 21st century and make it more accessible to so many people. We had someone that it is a very old craft technique, but the traditional way to see really long time. So this makes it a lot easier for you to kind of craft this craft, make beautiful artwork. We have a couple of questions. First, someone asked, could you do this on vellum, or is that not, will that not be like the right? See why not? So maybe parchment is probably the preferred medium to use. Yes. I don't know if it is similar I know, I would think that the best, one to use would be the parchment medium, and you could definitely get the bomb attacks. And if you kind of nip it with your finger, wherever you kind of get that outline with them, so it still might work. I don't know for sure, but I would think it would. We also, someone asked, are the grooves, how easy can you see through it? Can you see the grooves under the paper, or is it kind of more on a feel system? I think it's kind of easy because the grooves, I think, are almost like a white, so it kind of shows through when you place that paper, the parchment paper on top. I know when Barbara was doing it, she made it like very, very easy. I don't think it's going to take you a little bit longer just because of the intricate designs, so it might take you a little bit longer if you get a copy, sit down, and help with your done. But I think it makes it pretty easy to see the designs for them. You're going to sort it out. I think a lot of people in my eye are still how they always use it. Well, what's kind of like this too, because obviously with me, I love things, the projects, tools that make you look good, but it's easy. And if this is something that, maybe you've seen before in the past and you want to try, or if you're seeing it now, like, oh my God, I can create something beautiful, like, I don't need to, try and do it for you, I can put my person on this and that and just use my tool. Like, it's such a great tool, kind of new way of crafting, if you will, to get started, or you can look good, but you don't have to, spend hours practicing because it pretty much is great. I guess she was saying, just like I was on TV selling, I was ready for, she's very well known. She was saying one of her viewers puts the bathrooms for their elderly mother, and then they go and they craft together. And she said, with this, and she wasn't sent to her mother's house, and she goes goes there once a week and they talk about it. And usually they have their weights and they open up their bags and they put them stuff together. She said, with this, it was like, you need to stop and get more books because I used that to play with the office. So I'm going to do your family as well. And it's really addicting because it's really her mother. Yeah. So hopefully you guys check it out and it will be kind of the new trend here in the US. So the next thing that we have also linked below, we actually had access to this product before CHA because it was a little bit earlier released, but the best of it got now in tabletop size, which is really large and covers your whole work surface, so you don't get any overspray and things like that. We've talked about it before, so we're not going to go deep into it, but we have a video on our YouTube if you're interested in learning more, or even on the site with the product. Below it's linked to the same video. You can click there and you'll see a video of it so you can learn more about that. That was also a hit at CHA. And if you saw any of our CHA videos with Ken Oliver, you may or may not know this, that's because he's using for all his terrible large tabletop size. So he's clearly using the larger size for all of his Blitsy and spraying and papers. So we're going to talk more about Ken Oliver products when we're in the hot trends in a few minutes. I was going to mention that there are new color burst colors. So they're Caribbean brights, and I think they're my favorite. We've talked about those before already. Today we have the original colors available. I'm soon will be the brights. So, love them. I think that's all we have available today that we saw at CHA. But we saw a ton of stuff, so we have a ton more to talk about. And first we're going to kind of do our trends. The top 5 trends from CHA 2016 you're going to see in this really quick video here.
Hey guys, we are here at CHA 2016 and we are going to show you the top 5 hot trends. So let's go take a look. One hot trend is feminine florals. These dainty flowers are everywhere. Another trend we're seeing are metallics, just like these Ken Oliver Crafts liquid metals. Planners and accessories are hot, hot, hot. There'll be no shortage of ways to decorate your day. We are also loving the watercoloring trend, especially these handmade watercolors from Kentucky. And luckily for us, foiling isn't going anywhere. Now with Heidi Swap, you can even spray, paint, or art screen your foil. So there you go, the top 5 hot trends from CHA 2016.
To narrow it down to 5 for that video. So which of more we're going to talk about besides the 5, but first let's go through those top 5 because that's what we were seeing everywhere on the shelf. So the first one, what was in the list was feminine florals, or quite popular this year. You'll see a ton of feminine florals, especially in paper lines, if you're a scrapbooker or a card maker. And it's hard to explain. You saw in the video the papers that I was holding because it's a different, it's not a style, it's not feminine, but that's kind of what we're saying. It's like a romantic, silly floral. But what's really cool about this floral pattern that we're seeing everywhere is it can be easily paired with geometrics, which are also super popular. So keep an eye out for the feminine florals because you're going to start seeing it across tons of paper collections. We saw it everywhere we went. I'm like, oh my gosh, feminine florals everywhere. I mean, I know florals are always pretty unfriendly. These are just a little bit different. With a different take, I have the floral prints that we really go to. A couple of products for the feminine florals. Fluffy Plates by Dear Lizzie. That was a really fun design. Plates, pumpkins, florals, script prints. Exactly. A lot of the American Craftslands, you'll see kind of the interpreters of those florals. So also Bloom by, Melody Holmes, a great paper line. Another one that has a ton of those feminine florals. So make sure you go check those out. Feminine florals are going to be all over the place. Everywhere. Let's see, number 2, metallics. We saw metallics in so many different forms, so many different mediums, and let's just say I've always been using metallics, but now we should get you for that. And there's lots of different colored metallics, so this was one that from the get-go we walked on the floor, we were like, okay, there's one, there's one. We start with Puddles' new liquid metals. These are amazing, by the way. If you know any of their color bursts, even if you're not, you're going to be amazed. So, yeah. So liquid metals are meant to pair with the color burst, and it comes in the same type of tube, except it's not powder, it's actually liquid. And you drop it on your color burst or watercolor paintings, and you just use a paintbrush, and it puts a metallic sheen in all different colors on top of your painting. So it really feels it's so pretty. And we have a video of that on our YouTube, and I can show it right here. Make sure you check that video out because you guys are going to love them. Let's see what else. There's also Tim Holt's Magnet Spray, which comes in some really cool metallic themes, and you can just put some kind of that metallic touch to your project, and you can add to a canvas, wood, any type of material surface really, and what that's going to do is add that metallic sheen to the top, but not interfere with the layers below. So that's pretty cool. We saw some artsy metallic paints, and those lots of metallic paints are super. But the artsy ones are cool because they come in a tube with a fine tip applicator, so you can add the metallic paint detail to your project. You can write with them, you can polka dots. So those were kind of a standout in the metallic category. And if you are a huge fan of watercoloring, Kentucky now has their own metallic line of really pretty gold and even kind of silver metallic. And I know you guys thought, like, what are these? We're at that table for a table. We haven't gotten those broken at that time. And what's great about them is you use your watercolor pen, and they're really creamy. There's a really creamy kind of texture, and they go on really nice. So it wasn't so like a pretty touch of gold, silver. So it's its own little palette of 6 metallic colors in it, and most of them are kind of a bowl shape. I actually had a sample. This is a funny story. I made a sample to show you guys, and we were at dinner. We actually had 2 things that got ruined, but we were at dinner, and I was showing everyone how cool this stuff was, and our waitress knocked over the water on top of the stuff that I had, and everything got ruined. So I don't have to show you. I went back in the morning and made another one, and I didn't go to the office. So we really did try. We can talk about it. I'll show you guys maybe on the next episode the sample that I do have. It's 6 different colors in this palette, and most of them are gold. So there's like champagne gold, a yellow gold, and a true yeah. It kind of goes from like a lighter, kind of champagne gold, all the way to like a darker richer gold. And then there's like a platinum silver in there as well. So totally going to be addicting if you're into watercolors, which we're going to get more into watercolors in a few minutes. Also on metallics, you'll even see metallics in planners. So the Webster's Color Crush now has a platinum rose, which is like a rose gold banner in their naturals line. So that was awesome. Definitely check those out. It was really pretty much any way you want to incorporate metallics into your project, whether it's your planner or any of your projects. There's pretty much a medium or something out there to cover you to incorporate that into whatever you said copper texture. Lots of copper stuff. Products definitely in for 2016. Number 3. You know this is obviously one that's pretty near and dear to Katie's heart, and it's just getting bigger. Planners and planner accessories were everywhere. Yes. So I would say there's now a ton of like new lines of planners, but the planners that were popular in 2015 have expanded. So Webster's Color Crush, they now have new colors and they have a larger size. They also have some Tabletop notebooks, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. But then the Happy Planner also expanded. Holy cow, they have a bunch of new stuff. They have an 8.5 by 11 Happy Planner, which I didn't think I would love, but now I'm like, it's bigger, so you can write bigger, more info to it. It's so cool. They also have some great ways to kind of store your planner accessories. They have a pretty decent sized kind of planner bag. They have a little pouch that actually has a kind of elastic strap that goes all over on the top of your planner, so it connects right to your planner, and everything is right there. It's nice and cool. So it's crazy. There's almost every booth has like either a little stamp that you can write in the planner or accessories. I know Bella Boulevard had their little, what would you call them? Their little paper clips. Oh, like mini paper clips that are bows and they're out, and they're good for planners or even for your Bible journaling, which again, it didn't make any good talk about that, but we'll talk about it in a few minutes. So, like, and what's good is that, like, these are not every group, have new planners or, Getaway physical planners, kind of trend, but everyone was incorporating, like, these smaller stamps, stickers, and like, oh, these would pair perfectly for your planners. It's not everyone's doing. Clear stickers are everywhere. So, clear stickers meaning that they're kind of like the transparent back, so words, script lettering, things like that, smaller size as well. So those fit really well into your planners and into Bibles and a lot of just enabling one step further. Okay, now we're like going on and on about this. I want to check on the onboarding and see if anyone has anything that I know is those questions.
Well, I was going to tell you, like, list out the things from your video that they really loved, but they loved everything. So it's just covered all. They're so excited for more metallics. They love all of the fun of really feminine florals. Somebody had some questions about the Karen Oliver, the liquid metallics, and they asked, is it a paint? So it's not really a paint. It's more just like, it's a pretty watery consistency. It's really more just kind of to give your colors kind of that metallic sheen. Like, I don't know if would you use it on its own, or it's really made to go with those colors?
I think you can totally use it on its own, but it pairs really nicely with the color brush, just because it gives it that extra kind of pop. Also, you can use that on its own because it might be a little thin on its own, but you can still kind of do a few things with it because it's color to it. Yeah, I mean, it's material. It is really pretty colors up there too. It comes out like a dropper. You just drop a few drops onto your piece and then use your paintbrush to blend it in.
Yeah. Sounds like there are a lot of there's some people that haven't gotten into planning yet, some people that are trying to get some great groups on Facebook. Just last week, we had a week of planner DIYs, so little tips for adding cute accents, embellishments. We went over some of them here on the show, but they're also all in videos on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and check all those out if you missed any. And on Friday, we had a special show you how to use Zion, the little sticker maker, to make your own stickers. And we also provided you a free printable that's on our blog, so you can go and download that and add that to your planner. And it's super cute. It's Puddles, it's so fun. It's got some great watercolor elements to it, so you're going to want to add that to your planner. And it's the beginning of the year, so it's a great time to get into planning.
My favorite planners before we move on to the next one. Some of the American class lines have these really cool roller stamps, and it almost looks like an adhesive liner, roller planner things. It's a roller stamp, and anytime you have on your clipboard, you have donuts on it, and it looks so excellent. You just slowly roll it, and you get a design picture. Your planner or your notebook or your notes, whatever you're doing in cards, but those are really cool. And there's a few different designs across the American class options. I like the donuts. Pretty long time. Okay, so let's go back to the third trend, Watercolor. This is what we knew this went during Investors 2015, but it's still very strong, so we thought that it was worth the try still. There's a bunch of different things, but one that stood out to us because it kind of crosses over into something that's already a phase is the watercolor coloring books from Prima. Oh my goodness. It's a coloring book, but you want it for a paint. And so you just paint in the lines with your watercolor, and they have these perfection watercolor little palettes now as well with really bright, fun watercolor colors that compare with the watercolor coloring books. And they're a little bit smaller than your traditional actual book, so when you're done, you can just clean it and use it for some decor. I want to say that those are their own frames too. I think so. Yeah, so that Prima also has their own frame that pairs perfectly with the actual watercolor books they have. So all three of them. home decor. Oh my gosh, so we were like, should we make that a trend, or we're just going to talk about it after? But home decor is huge. Also, in watercolor, we already talked about the metallic fraternity, but their watercolors are awesome. So the Zig, sounds like him. You should have seen us so much in the video, like, you know, it's like, there's a Kentucky doesn't have that's a lot going on. So I'm like, let's just keep it to Kentucky. But we love their watercolors, and they're not new. They're very old, but have kind of been brought back to the market recently. And this was actually the first time that they had a booth. US-based booth. They had a Japanese booth in previous years, but they had a US-based booth here at CHA with the watercolors, and we learned about them. They're all hand-painted. Yeah. And so it takes a while to actually make, but the quality of them, the product they take and the quality of designs is incredible. I mean, as we're going through this, I have to pour each of the things. If there's a bubble, like, sort of popping the bubbles, or, gets to that. The physical piece sits there and smooths them out. You can see that every set that you get is perfectly smooth, totally manufactured. And then they're opaque, creamy, they're glossy, they're really cool, and we got a cool sample to show you. I'm going to show you this. Look cool this is. The hand lettering. The first time came out of hand lettering. I can't remember the girl's name, but she seriously was very little, really easily just ripped this off. How beautiful is that? Using the watercolors and clearly she has this script down with using the brush. Right? Last year, so this is another one that was almost over the top of was hand lettering. Just brushed in particular, because we saw that across tons of lines as well. And I was like, how long have you been doing this? Because it was just natural and perfect. And she's like, when I got the job here at the year, I was like, I'm really learning how to do it. I'm like, 3 years ago? And she's like, well, 7 months, about 5 years. So I seriously want to learn how to do this. And every time Rain also said that she's been doing it about a year. It's always been kind of artistic and maybe, but I think that it's something that hopefully I can learn. I would like to change it. If anyone else is interested in any area, we can do it. And we can do it your entire career. I'm always interested in it.
I just said I was going to order it yesterday with another really cute Kaiser Craft coloring book now that I told. I was going to order one of those and this the Kurosawa 12-pack set, which I didn't probably look today. If I go to a hand lettering class, that counts as professional development, right?
We should develop a class here. Let's do some of them because I'm going to show videos. That would be awesome. So, put it in the hand lettering class at Blitsy. Who would join us? There's enough people will get it done. We'll get someone in here that can keep us up. We'll get free videos for you. We mentioned it earlier that with watercolor, there's the new color colors. It's so bright, so fun. There's really beautiful fruit, and all of the colors because they're so bright. So it's a really easy way to learn watercolor if you are a little bit intimidated, because all you do is tap, spray water, and then you have like finish the features. So check it out for all the watercolor stuff. Across all the paper lines, you're going to see it as accents and tons of them. And Dream's line is based on watercolor and some of the other ones. Alright, finally, let's see number 5, our fifth touch trend that we saw at stage was foil. Yes, foil, and foil. And that actually was another one that carried over from last year. And I think it just makes sense because once something becomes hot, it's like, open foil and make more. And don't be fear, they have both hands all day long because there is no shortage of things to do with foil. So, first off, let's talk about Tabletop. Okay, you guys can see this. If you haven't seen the videos of what you can do with Heidi's new products, you need to go to our YouTube and we have one. There's a reactive spray that you can use that yes, that you spray and then you put the foil in and run it through your ink, and you get these designs. How cool! I hope you mentioned that. How cool is that? Yes. Then there's there's the paint. There's reactive paint. So you literally can just paint with a brush without your stencils. Yes. And then you put the foil on and run it through your ink. Done. And then what was the third one? Screen printing. Screen printing. Now you can foil your screen prints. So 3 new options from Heidi Swap. What are all the things? I mean, seriously, like the fact that she has 3 new ways to foil is just like, yeah, it says it's just next level. Then at the Thermolab, is the deco foil that they have expanded on their things as well. So there's now an adhesive pen where you can write whatever you want with this adhesive pen, put the foil on, run it through your laminator, and done. So your own handwriting and things you can do with that. It's also great for stencils too. So they have their own new as well, their new line of stencils that pair perfectly with the pen. And then they also, and this is actually going to be part of our giveaway today, one of the things. We haven't been talking much about that. Then we have their adhesive back corner sheets. Those are really, really cool. They have adhesive on the back, and the corner sheets you can use with your die cuts or whatever you want. And then just run that through the laminator with your foil and you've got foil, it's pretty, it's easy. Okay. Pretty much was foil, they have adhesive rub-ons to be used with their new foil. So lots of different shapes and words and things that go down on the paper, and then you put the foil on top, and again, more color, because they're clear, right? You have the clear kind of adhesive, and then you just rub it on, and foil, color one, foil again, kind of in literally 5 seconds. You know, colors of foil we were seeing. So I always say gold foil, but really there's like a whole array of colors. There's so pretty. And then I believe there's another sample here. This is another one of the splatter. So the splatter, it just kind of comes as a really pretty splatter effect when you spray and then run it through your ink. So this is a really pretty blue color. Like it's here, and then the other one that I showed was pink. This is actually one of the umbrella ones. It goes from pink down into gold. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but a sheet is pink and it fades into gold. So, and I know a total foil also has a new line of colors as well. Copper. Remember there was a really pretty blue, maybe like a pink. So everyone is expanding watercolors here. Options to foil now are even more endless because there's more colors to add here. I can't wait to see what everyone does. But the foiling this year is so much fun. Okay, so those were the top 5. Before we go into like a few more standouts as far as themes and trends that we had, let's check back in with Emily and see what they are thinking of the watercolor and the foiling.
Well, everybody is completely in for a watercoloring class on Blitsy. It's a great idea and would love to join. I'm so sorry. I figured I was like literally they would all have to run out of this turn. I'm very well today. I put the link in the chat so that you guys all what are yours too. So here's actually 12 packs. So you can all put them together and then everything can put together. I would say that too, just so you know. So we can stay, yeah. I think I want to tell you we all love each other, but they're all very into foiling too. The spray and paint was amazing, and they're so excited to get me started.
Also, I'm actually kind of excited curious about those trends, but it was hard to break it down into just that. Like, we should have done 10 because there was so many great things going on. But and I realized just kind of since we were talking about watercoloring and the hand lettering, a lot of rubber brushes too, with different tips. So I know the Zip Group had 3 tips for their water brushes. And I know I just sometimes water brushes. So there's water brushes all over the place. If you're going to get into the watercolor, I suggest getting at least one water brush that you can use at them if you want to start doing some of the hand lettering and just some of the painting with the watercolors. So that's really how you get started. Some watercolors and a water brush, and you can start. So yeah, so that's it. Eventually, learn how to once you practice it a lot. Maybe we can get this big girl to come and do a hand lettering class because she was just interested. She was so good. We're on it now. We're already got it. So stay tuned for that. Okay, a couple of follow-ups before we end for today. Next video, so more so than any show I've seen before, Blitz introducing the mixed media ones, even Todd, the other mixed media products, which I have a couple of samples of right here in the area. So this is a great acrylic soft gel paint, which gives you solid coverage on your mixed media projects. A clear spray acrylic paint, and then a transparent acrylic soft gel paint. So that gives you shield coverage. So you have full coverage, shield coverage. And we did a video on this stuff as well, so check that out on YouTube. This is going to be fun to give away today because we have certain ones. I want to give some of this to our viewers. So we have one. We also have the Watercolor adhesive pen that we're giving away. What else? Along the lines of mixed media, what else do we think? Jelly bean soup, they had string art on which is like home decor. They're kind of like their mixed media line. So it's like home decor and mixed media put together. There was, we were at the, what was it? It was a tall gentleman, he had a suit on, these were the products. These were media. Like, here's one book. They were the pads. Someone had to check the top check down so I could I see how it's common to media stuff. It was obviously favorite pastel as well. Those are the texture paints, which are really cool. We need to get a couple one ones. So keep an eye out. If you're into mixed media, you're in luck because more and more companies are jumping on that with new mediums and things to work with. So that's super exciting. And if you're interested to see how the different stuff you use for mixed media work, we also have a video on that as well on our YouTube channel. So you can see that in action as well. Yes. Then another thing to call out, I didn't think I talked about watercoloring books, which we mentioned briefly. So we all know that became a craze this year. So now Tabletop came out with 12 new coloring book tables. So really, really cool books. And what I love about their books is they do have some really intricate designs, but they also have ones that are quite as intricate. Quite as long to kind of finish. So, like, July's are cool using those because you can get a bigger surface and even on the other bigger. There's a couple of new markers that are coming up too that are kind of more vibrant, like the brighter, they go brightly on computer ones, and the glitter is like, because the plans are so good. I think they did, was it a Facebook or a Facebook? They did like Periscope. You can even see the glitter shimmer on the background here. They're glitter gel pens, and they are awesome. And really like the gel pens sometimes can dry off after you use them like twice. And these going to be the same as that. And they said, we've been using the whole show, and one of them will dry off. So I'm still new, but looks promising. Very, very, very glorious. The distress crayons, those can fit into many different categories. Mixed media, watercolor, coloring books, because you can use them for really bright, vibrant colors in your coloring book, and you work with colors and watercolor. So the two hopes to test crayons were definitely a big take that forward. People were loving that there's a new distressed product. You guys were hoping that there would be more colors of the night. So you're saying that, oh no, not this year. Maybe you're working on some stuff next year. Yes. But the distressed crayons are really cool because they are reactive with water as well, so they can be used as watercolors, and they can be a really bright, vibrant color. I'm not even saying that they go on kind of like, almost like a lipstick. So, we still have kind of adult crayons. Adult crayons, yes. Adult crayons. We're talking now, we're thinking of kind of, oh, those are for crayons. We did it when we were kids now. You know, we were indulgent on them, and now it's like, oh, it's fine here. It's not weird. Obviously, they're called adult crayons, but they're basically actually adult crayons. Yeah. And on those lines, they were consult. Most of them are, they were playing their, oh my gosh. There's nothing really isn't another thing. It's like this is part of the Ladybird. There's a collector crayon in here, a colored pencil, and then some stamping big white crayons, and then a blue one as well, and then a gelato in here. Lots of different mediums that you can try to color out. Like and what's great with the crayon is it actually sprays and sticks and very you can twist it all the way out and use sharpen it, or if you want more of a kind of long time, you can use that, or you can sharpen it over time and just, just put that in your home, and so you can use it in those intricate ways when you need to. So this is really cool. We covered a lot of these. I can bring my sample in here today. So you can see here. Yeah, so some of it is with, some of it is with the crayon, down here in the blue, and then we also have markers that we were using to color all the other stuff. We'll mix everything. But so much fun. Okay, so how'd you find coloring? Pretty cool. It's just a little bit based on people who are commenting and participating. So stay on time if you want to be kind of get Taylor's attention, because she's going to be trying to get her. Family's attention, she likes people to look at the show. He likes to do one second, and then she'll get her to play. Okay, you have a comment. Okay. Faith-based scripting has obviously kind of started, and now everyone is kind of incorporating it. Once you go with the smaller stamps, smaller embellishments, really got put in your Bible that are very faith-inspired, faith-based. So, yes. So, all of the journaling, things that we saw starting to become popular last year, Virginia Doherty's one, Creating in Faith with Cleveland. So, that was at the show. We debuted that back then. But it was great to kind of see her in person and learn a little bit more about the history of it. She actually came with us, and I didn't bring it in here, but she gave us a couple of booklets that came off, so we're going to add that to the giveaway as well. We have some new ones too, right? Well, they're already a part of them. Yeah, that's right. So what I wanted to mention was Laura Boulevard has the Illustrated Faith, which I think is kind of like the original even before Creating Faith, but they've expanded upon that one, and then have a couple of new lines to go along with all of that faith-based stuff. So keep an eye out for the Illustrated Faith editions. They have some tools about larger size parchment. They've got some mixed media tools to go along with it. And I mentioned earlier the purple cups, like tiny little ones. They're good for your Bibles as well. So couldn't pass like that. Nice and rare has some stamps. Lots of stamps that you can do for all your faith-based crafting as well. It doesn't have to just be in the Bible. It can be precisely on the floor, wonderful samples and images. So, yeah, it doesn't have to just be for your Bible. You can obviously use the rabbis and other templates and whatnot to incorporate it into the course. Yeah, just for fun. Even card making, there's lots of times you would want to send someone kind of a faith card and scrapbooking and all of that good stuff. We've got two more quick calls. We're not even going to all the products, but along with the Home Decor, Prod has the Iron Orchid decals, which you can put on your wall, on your furniture. There are tons of paints all across the board. They want some loom kits, all of them. which we did a video on as well. So again, a YouTube channel, youtube.com/BlitsyCrafts. You'll have all of those videos there. And then last but not least, we saw a lot of wood grain for us. So lots of papers with wood grain, including some new distressed cardstock wood grain. Yep, style. I know, right? And can you imagine YouTube again? I think I commented last night, or maybe after, but you did roughly 24, 25 videos earlier at CHA. So if you missed any of those, make sure you head out to our YouTube channel so you can have all the awesome videos that we did. And you can see a lot of these tags that we did today after our channel. So, okay, let's jump in there one last time, and then maybe after do a giveaway in the morning.
Yeah, everyone's so excited for the prize. Everyone are winning and getting a lot of compliments. Really pushing it. For those to get my attention is the thought on the floor in front of me. That's what I was going to not see for y'all. So, I think we've made a lot of people's wish lists a lot longer today. As I said, we don't have hard release dates for necessarily all of these products, but we'll, as soon as they are released and they're available to us, we'll get them for you as soon as possible. So make sure that you visit our website so you can subscribe to emails and also like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, follow us wherever you can so that you will be one of the first to know when these products are available and you can get them from Blitsy. As for our giveaway winner for the day, I'm giving it to, I think they're new. I don't recognize the name, but they've been asking some great questions. And as always, if you ask a question and I didn't get to it or miss it, please send us a note on Twitter or Facebook and we'll get your question answered for you. But this winner is going to be very nice to you. You are our winner for today, and you've got some great goodies from CHA. Please send an email to support@blitsy.com with your mailing information, and we will get this out to you as soon as possible.
Congratulations. I'm also adding one more thing to this server. It's Mod Podge auto transfer, and it comes with a bag pencil type here. You can transfer a photo onto the pod clear stories. And this stuff is really cool because you can transfer photos to red, melon, and like that. And when you transfer to fabric, it's actually washable. So very, very cool. Awesome. So, guys, it was so hard to even break it down with just a few things to tell you. We have a million things that we saw. We did some live streams on our Facebook as well. The girls actually live on our page, only Periscope, where they go away up to 24 hours. You can go to our Facebook and scroll through. We did a lot of podcasts with my good ideas, with the Healthy Planner stuff. We did one with Ken Oliver, with his liquid metals. We did one with Swap. We did one with Upstairs Pages, I think. So there's lots of good live streams there where we're literally live from the show. And all our videos on YouTube. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do because we have a ton of videos coming your way, and that way you'll be notified when anything is uploaded and you won't miss out. So this is awesome. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back with another live with Blitsy on Tuesday at 10 o'clock Central, so we hope to see you guys then. See you.